Everyone give me a perception check.
Oh boy. 22.
19.
Ooh.
18.
15.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, who was 10? Is that John or Matt?
Yeah.
John. Okay. So as you guys are investigating the tree and Jet's playing the ukulele, I'm sorry, Elvish is playing the ukulele. You notice that the ground, kind of where you had walked in, where that like line was of the life and death, if you will, the ground starts to rumble a little bit. As you also look where you came from, you notice that a fog is setting in, specifically in your area where you're located.
Yeah.
It's harder for you to see the trees of life, if you will, that you just walked from. And then from the ground, you notice the ground is breaking, and out of them are some rather disgusting looking hands are coming out of that earth.
Oh, here we go.
As a few hands come out, you notice a few meters away, another set of hands come out, and then another and another. As the hands push out of the ground, you see four deteriorating bodies also coming out of them. As they're far away from you, you notice that they've gotten up and they look like they're walking towards you. So
there's four of them?
There's four of these creatures that are on this perimeter where you just walked out of, or you walked into, I should say. And we're actually going to start a battle right now. So
yes.
Please give me initiative checks.
How do I do that?
It's going to be rolling a d20, and if you have any modifiers to your initiative right next to your armor class, you add that.
I got a 13.
Now give me one second. I got to open up this
19.
doc.
Got a 20, not nat.
Rachel, you were 13?
Yep.
Chris was 20.
19.
John?
Wait, sorry, what is it? I say I rolled it. I got an 11 on the dice, and then
if you have an initiative modifier, it's above your hit points and AC and speed, right in the middle.
I do +3, so they're 14.
So, give me one second.
So we're fighting in the fog.
The fog is setting in, yes.
Okay. I might have something for that.
Oh, is it a song? Please be a song. Please be a song.
Sorry, just typed out.
Da-na-na-na.
Some battle music. Okay. Sorry, I had this all typed out and then it actually didn't save this orientation. I just want to get it set up so we're ready.
Take your time.
Okay, cool. So as these creatures have come out of the ground and they appear to be walking slowly towards you, you all get ready and draw your weapons. So they do appear to have some malicious intent in their eyes. So they're walking forward to you. Since in the world of D&D, we don't actually have we're not playing on a physical form right here. So we're gonna have to kind of play it in our mind a little bit. So as you're battling, imagine that you're in more of a, I don't know, elliptical sort of shape, like an ellipse. In the middle is a set of trees where you guys were hacking up the ground. And then all around those trees is where that fog is set in this kind of dead zone, if you will. It's maybe 60 feet, like circumference. So it's not too far. In terms of attacks, I believe all of your speed is 30. Yeah, if not 25. So
mine's 25, yeah.
Okay, so for that speed, just as long as anything isn't incredibly far away from you, you can pretty much reach it. So at this point, the zombies are pretty much 20 to 25 feet away from you because you're all at the center of those trees. So just keep that in mind as you're doing what you want to do. Remember that you have your movement. You don't have to use it all at once. You can split it up between movements and your one action. Typical actions are like spell casting, attacks. If you want to try to do something crazy, like I want to cut a tree, something like that usually be your action. But remember, you get one action and one move per turn. And then we'll go down the order of turns and we'll try to overcome this obstacle in your way. Cool, kind of make sense? Yeah?
Does drawing your weapon count as a move?
Technically it does, but I'm going to say you've all drawn your weapons because you were alerted to their presence.
Okay.
Got it.
Great. Okay, the first player, since they're going to go in terms of initiative, is Chris.
Alrighty. I'm going to see like the zombies. Is that what we're calling them?
Pretty much. They look like zombies.
Okay. I'm going to load up my light crossbow and attack, I don't know, zombie number 1.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. They're all kind of in a row right now, so you'll attack one of them. Go ahead and roll for your attack.
I got 23 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and let me, where's my D8? D8, where are you? Here it is. And 5 points of damage.
5. Okay. So one of the zombies, you used a crossbow, you said?
Right.
Okay. So you load up your crossbow, shoot it at the first zombie that you see. It goes directly into the zombie's left shoulder, that bolt. So it sticks in him, and he sort of grunts as he's pushed back just a little bit, but sort of starts to continue walking forward. Seems to be a little unfazed by this massive bolt in its shoulder.
And also, I'm a war priest, so I can do a weapon attack as a bonus action. Can I do another attack?
Is it a basic weapon attack?
It just says one weapon attack as bonus.
Yeah, it is. It just, you can't, like, you're just going to be doing a basic attack with a weapon. You can't do, like, I'm going to do this spell or anything else. It's just a basic.
Okay,
attack.
so
But
like,
yes, you totally can.
Can I try shooting it again with the crossbow?
Yeah,
So,
totally.
Mara, before you do that, everything I know about zombies, aim for the head if you can.
Yes. All right. And that one was a 12 to hit. Does that hit?
That still hits. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
And 6 damage that time.
Okay. Were you aiming at any specific location?
Yes, the head.
The head? And I'm assuming you're tagging the same one.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So as you see him reel back from that first shot in the shoulder, you try to take a more precise aim towards its head. You shoot it, and you just kind of miss its head, but you kind of get right below its neck in the middle of its chest. Another stumble back. So this zombie is a little bit further back than the other ones because they are still approaching forward. But he's still standing, still shambling, still looks really gross and decaying. But that's good. So that was your action and your bonus action. You only get one of each of those unless something really specific happens. And so you still have a move. So if you want to move, you can, or you can end your turn there. It's up to you.
I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Next in line is Matt.
So I am going to, well, I'll attack with my rapier.
Hi-ya, hi-ya. All right. So you're not.
Just jump in.
Yet, so
Can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, and say that I look over and I say, "Hey, McStab, you think you can stab your way out of this one?"
You can. Yes, you've said that to him.
All right, continue.
Do you
Hey,
wanna
I look
respond
back at him and I go, I always do.
You draw a rapier and run forward. All right, so you're not close enough yet. So do you want to approach forward to these zombies?
Yes.
Okay. They're a little spaced out, so one of them is pushed back from the bolts that it took earlier. Do you want to try to approach that one, or do you want to try to grab the other two? Running to the one that got damaged before, you'd likely be running past 2 other ones, so it might be a little challenging to get past them.
Can I go? No, I'll go to whichever one is nearest me.
Okay, sure. So that zombie has not been affected just yet, so you're going to run forward and try to attack him. So go ahead and give me your attack roll for your rapier.
So 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. So then you're going to go ahead and roll your attack dice.
6.
6 damage. Okay. You're not knifing McStab, you're poking McPoke. All right, so you run forward, draw your rapier as you go, and you try to lunge into the zombie as closest to you. You get your rapier and pierce it directly into the zombie's chest. The zombie kind of gets a little taken aback and looks at you as you withdraw your sword from its chest, and kind of gives you this weird zombie-like grin as he continues to press forward. But you have done damage to him, so that's good. But he is kind of still right next to you, ready to go. Do you have any bonus actions? I don't know if you do, but that might be your turn for right now.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, so that zombie is being engaged by Knifey McStab. Next person is Jet. That's a great question. It's not terrible right now, but the fog did set in really, really quickly. So you're okay right now.
Right now.
Right now. Okay. Let me look it up. up to. So cantrips are spells that you can use like whenever. You don't have to have a spell reserve slot for them. So it looks like it's an action. You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range. If the target can hear you, which it can, it doesn't need to understand you, which is good because it doesn't. It must succeed a save, or else it takes psychic damage. And then it also has disadvantage on the next roll. So yeah, if you want to mock that zombie, you go right ahead. You can attack any one of them. You don't actually. So the spell, I need to beat your spell saving throw or your spell saving modifier, which should be on your third page. It's typically 8 plus your whatever the key thing is for Bard. I'm assuming it's probably charisma or wisdom. Because yours is 6, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Which are you focusing on? A specific one of them? Okay.
The one that
took some bolts.
yeah, Marla is engaged with. Yeah.
Oh,
was
hold
it?
on. The chat can't hear me. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so rewind. I asked Jason if the fog was bad, and actually, they heard Jason say it. I asked if the fog was bad. He says it's not yet. I said I would like to use my vicious mockery spell, so I'm going to yell at the zombies, and I have a vocal performance for that as well.
Oh gosh.
Prepare
Excellent.
for this.
I would expect nothing less.
Okay. So do I do that first, or you got to roll?
I rolled, but you still give me your performance.
Okay.
I'm not going to deny people of this.
Hey, you zombie jerk, you can't stand a chance against us, group of heroes. We're going to stab you in the face and fill you with arrows, and there's nothing you can do about it. Wahahaha.
Excellent.
God, this is amazing.
Excellent.
Okay, so you hurl insults at the zombie that took some bolts to the chest and shoulder. It appears to be a little unfazed by your words. It actually looks directly at you, and it rips out the bolt that was in its chest and throws it to the ground as it continues to walk forward.
Oh no.
So in terms of like what happened there, so you kind of understand. Like I roll for the zombie. He actually has stats too, like you guys would, and my roll for that zombie actually was greater than your spell save, so he resisted that spell. So sometimes that happens for sure, but sometimes the spell will maybe have a on failure effect. It still does something. It looks like this spell doesn't. So typically, if there's a failure or something like that, the DM might decide what happens. Like let's just say, for example, now the zombie's focused on you, so he might be attacking you next. So there's usually consequences for what happens. I'm not saying you did anything wrong. Honestly, what happened was the zombie just rolled really high.
Yeah.
But that in terms of how you play D&D, that's what happened in that transaction. So
Okay.
your attack was successful and that it went off. It's just that the zombie resisted it.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So that would be your action for right now. I think it was amazing, and you should keep doing them. But since your action is done, you still have a move. If you'd like to move away, you certainly can.
Yes, I would like to move further away from the conflict.
Okay. Since you're kind of in the middle of this little circle that you're in, did you want to just move further back, kind of behind the trees and away?
Yes.
Okay. Sure. You can move up to your 30, so you can basically get to the opposite edge of where you are right now.
Okay. Let's do that.
You do that. Next person I have on the agenda is John.
Okay, so I have a hunting trap in my bag. I don't know if I could use that.
A hunting trap? I think that's like a bear trap.
Okay.
But I mean, you can, I guess.
I just figured I could drop it down if they're walking towards us. They're kind of zombies. They're not going to understand, and they'll get one of them at least. They'll get caught in the trap.
I was hoping you'd just throw it at them. Just smack them.
Like,
screw it. I'm throwing the hunting trap at it.
Yeah.
I'm loading it, and I'm going to throw it at him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check. So roll your d20 and add your strength modifier.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like 1. And he goes to throw it, his arm breaks.
Oh, it does say the hunting trap is 25 pounds, so it is quite heavy.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's a 9.
Okay. Grab your d6 and roll your d6. Tell me what you got. That's
4.
the rate. 4.
That's
Gotcha.
not
So
bad.
you can accurately throw that up to 20 feet.
Yes.
So they're about 25 feet away from you. One of them is further back. So you can throw it up right towards the feet of one of them if you like.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you go ahead and do that. You throw your hunting trap. It's on the ground, sprayed out, ready to snare one of the zombies. Seems to be the zombie doesn't really notice or probably care that it's there, but it is right in front of its feet. And as it moves forward, it's likely going to be stepping into that trap.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so that will account for your action for this turn because that was a pretty significant thing to do.
Yep.
So do you want to move? Do you want to stay where you are?
How far am I? I'm 20 feet, you said?
About
the zone?
25-ish
I'll
feet.
stay where I am. Stay where I am. That's good.
Okay, great.
I want to see it happen.
See it happen. Okay, so the next one I have here are actually the zombies that are here. So we'll start in order. The zombie 1, that's the one that took some damage from the 2 bolts. His eyes are actually fixated on Jet. Jet's a little far away though. So he's going to actually move forward about 20-ish, 30 feet. He's going to be very close to you. I would say if you guys are by the tree, he's pretty much right in front of you. The second zombie, that's the one that I believe took some damage from the rapier. He's actually going to be engaged with, that was John or Matt?
No, Matt. Knifey. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Knifey. So Knifey, you are going to be battling this zombie that's here. So he is going to try to attack you. Let's see. Oh man. Okay, so does a 16 hit? So that
My
would
armor
be
class is a 16.
Okay, so in DnD you have to meet to beat. So as long as you meet that number, you succeed.
Okay.
So that zombie will be hitting you. So you're going to be taking some damage. Sorry, buddy, you're taking 3 damage. As the zombie is kind of engaged in you, he's kind of like holding onto your arms. He's sort of battering your, I don't know, body as he's trying to get hit through you. But you do take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Cool. That was zombie number 2. So the third zombie is also going to move forward. Let's see here. Oh, excellent. Okay, so this third zombie was the one that was in the trap. So the trap actually snares the zombie immediately as he walks into it. So yeah, it springs up, gets him right in the leg. You do see some sort of like dust and dirt fly off of the zombie's leg as it's trapped in there, and it lets out a small little unearthly howl as it begs for damage there. And the zombie will take some damage. So he's going to be hurt, and he's going to be snared in the trap. So he's not moving any step forward. Fourth zombie also moves forward. He is, oh, sorry, that's not right. Fourth zombie seems to be unaffected by his companion sitting right next to him in this trap, but walks directly forward. And everyone is by the tree except Jet, right? Oh, and then I guess also not John, or not Matt.
Yeah,
I'm attacking a zombie. So
yeah, so it's Chris and Rachel, and yeah, right. Let's see. All right, Chris, you're the lucky winner. So this zombie is going to be actually right next to you. So he's not attacking you yet, but there's a zombie directly in front of your face, just so you know. And then last but not least is going to be Rachel for this turn.
Okay, I am going to rush one of them that hasn't been hurt yet with my battle axe.
Okay,
nice.
The closest one is actually the one that's right next to Chris. So that's also really close to you.
Okay.
Okay. What you got?
Which one did I do? Wait.
Battle axe?
Count. 24.
That's definitely a hit. How much damage are we looking at?
10.
Wow, a lot of
Yes.
damage. Dang. All right, so this guy. All right, so as this zombie gets close to you and is staring you close in the eye, you run from behind and sort of slash at it with this massive axe that you're carrying directly into the zombie's neck. It digs in several inches. You do notice that like no blood really comes out of this zombie, but a large like puffs of dirt and decay kind of fly off of him as he kind of wails and otherworldly scream as this axe is in his chest. Hey, you okay? Oh, hang on. Laura's moving past us. 1 sec. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
It's off. I have to turn off the camera so that we can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when John
Okay,
came back,
maybe-
it completely broke the layout, so I had to disable
Ah,
all
sorry,
the names.
dude.
It's okay. It's okay. Lesson learned.
I don't know what
for
happened.
me.
I don't know what happened.
We'll take a break in a minute. We might need to take a break to get some tea and coffee. So let's finish this battle
Ooh.
up and see what we can do if you guys live. All right, so that zombie is feeling pretty bad with this huge chunk out of its side. So as this has engaged, the zombies are all taking some damage here. You notice that that fog that set in is actually getting a bit thicker. Noticeably thicker now. So how you couldn't quite see those trees before that you came from earlier, they're even further kind of from you. You can't quite make them out. But that brings us back to the top of our order for turns. So we are back to Chris.
All right, but I still have the zombie still right in front of my face.
Right in front of your face, it took a battle axe to the neck.
Okay, and I will actually switch my light crossbow for my mace.
Mm-hmm.
And if I miss, that'll be really sad. I don't miss. Okay.
Don't hit. Don't hit.
21 hits. Yes.
Yeah. And 4 damage.
Okay. So as the zombie is kind of reeling in pain from that battle axe that came a bit earlier, this Morning Star, is that what you used? What was it?
I think it was just a battle axe that I used a mace.
A mace, gotcha. So as it's reeling from this battle axe, a Morning Star or mace comes in and kind of catches the zombie off guard too, smacking him right in the head. You do notice a little bit of the remaining gray matter of that brain kind of spews out. Let's say some of it gets on you. So
gross.
A good amount of this zombie nastiness has now sprayed onto your body. It just feels gooey and warm. But that zombie is taking... Oh, absolutely, it's moist. Like disturbingly moist. So it's still sitting there snarling as a part of its head has been bashed in, and it's still kind of right next to you. But yeah, it's not dead yet. So you are still engaged with this zombie. You can attempt to move away if you want. Just be aware that that zombie is there, and it'll probably try to slash at you if you leave.
And we're there. Why not?
Okay, you're gonna stay put.
Yeah, I'll stay put.
Okay. Next up is Matt.
All right, so I will attack with my rapier again, aiming at the head.
Okay. Go ahead and go do your attack roll.
Oh boy. That's a 14.
14 hits.
Yeah. And
come on, max damage.
6.
Okay, not bad. So after you pull your rapier out of that zombie's chest, you start to try to aim right for its head. You notice that its sunken eye sockets are right in front of you, so you stab it right through its eye. Nice. Pierces through the back, and as the zombie kind of leans back in a little bit of a scream, it looks back at you with this now small gaping hole in its head, and it snarls its like nasty teeth as it looks right at you. But it's still standing, still kind of engaged in that battle, but you've done a lot of damage to it. Nice job, nice job. Do you want to continue moving away, try to get out of its clutches, stay engaged in battle? Typically with D&D, if you're kind of fighting something and you try to leave, it usually gets the basic attack on you to try to like keep you in its prey.
Yeah. Right.
I can imagine if you're just fighting someone and you like walked away, to be like, well, what the fuck? So
I'm going to stay engaged.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Next person is Jet.
Okay.
Please be a song.
Hold on. Wait. Sorry, at some point the order of the call got rejiggered again, which broke all the buttons. So I'm relabeling everything. Okay. So let's see. Does this still show as me? Okay, cool. So the fog is getting worse.
Yes. So I was actually going to pull up your sheet.
I have a cantrip called Dancing Lights, which lets me like form like candles that float around to help with the vision. That said, I think I need something to light stuff with to make that happen.
I mean, I suppose the earth around you is very, very dry. If you feel like you can maybe start some flint and start it, you certainly can.
Sure. Do I have to use an action to like pick up flint or anything off the ground, or?
No, you can do it all in one. So you can take your action to pick it up and try to light these candles.
Okay. Yes, I will pick stuff up and try and light them up. Sure,
light them up. Do you have to do anything for that or no? I don't think you actually have to roll.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, I think it just happens.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you pick up some of the dead, dry, unmoist wood from the ground, and try to strike it with your rapier. So you get a little bit of a flame to come out of there. You do light these candles. How many candles are there?
I think it says I can do up to 4.
What is the name of the spell?
Dancing lights. I think it's Dancing Lights.
Yeah, it's up to 4 torch-sized lights within range.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, totally fine. So
Okay.
you can go ahead and do that. You're quite far away from the rest of the action here, so you can just barely make out the outline of the rest of your team by those trees. So where do you want to throw those lights?
I would.
They just hover.
I would like to launch them in the direction of the trees so that the rest of the team can better see around them.
Excellent. So let's say maybe in like some sort of square or diamond formation around the trees.
Yes.
Great. So you go ahead and do that. As your team is fighting these zombies, they notice from the back those lights come directly over their head, so they can much more clearly see these threats that are in front of them, which is pretty helpful because you couldn't quite make out the zombie that was trapped in that snare. But now you can clearly see them. So nice job, Bard. Do you have to sing a song for that?
Yes, please.
Yes.
This is the prep that we need.
The lights shine on thee. Fight, fight, fight. Strike the zombies with iron swords. Cut their heads off. Stabby, stabby, stabby.
I love it. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah.
Carla is delighted.
Wonderful.
It's as close to fighting a battle with T-Pain as we'll ever get.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not even on a boat.
So your move there with the lights does make it easier to see, which is definitely helpful. So well done. Well done. You are outside or right on the edge of that that kind of barrier. Did you want to keep moving? Did you want to do anything else?
I'll move back towards the trees to be closer to the group.
Okay. Do you kind of want to like hide behind the trees or kind of get back up front? What are you thinking?
Like just behind the trees.
Okay, cool. Kind of take a little bit of cover behind the trees. It sounds good. And then our next person going here is John.
Okay, so I have short swords. I have 2 of them. I'm wondering if I could, like, take them in that sort of cross pattern. And because I'm so close to Marla, I'm going to just like scissor the head off that zombie right in front of her so that he doesn't get her on the next turn.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and try to do that. Just do a basic, do an athletics check. See if you can handle that.
Athletics check.
Remember, you barely kicked down a door earlier.
That's true. That's what I'm
learning
too.
as I go. I'm learning as I go.
He's getting his bad rolls out early.
Yes.
Barely kicked down a door.
You mean acrobatics? Oh no, athletics. Sorry, strength.
Should be that.
So that's going to be 10 plus 2, 12.
Wow, god dang it. Yeah, 12 actually hits.
Yes.
So go ahead and what's the damage for the sword? It's a D8, D6.
1d6 plus 2.
Roll 2d6 plus 2.
Okay. 4, and the other one is 3. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess total, right? For both.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're gonna do it together.
Yeah.
Okay, so this zombie that was attacking our group there already had a lot of damage on its head. So
that's why.
B.A. Baracus comes up with his 2 swords and 300s it and does slice its head off. So as the head topples to the floor, the zombie does fall as well.
First kill, boys. First kill.
So that one has fallen to the ground. It's currently motionless.
Yes.
Great. Anything else from BA or Bob?
Is there any other immediate harm in our area?
There's one that's close, but it hasn't quite engaged just yet. So I believe it's the one that took the things to the chest. The bolts.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see.
Got to protect my girls.
Yeah, wow. And this one. Okay, and this one.
Although if I died, Charlotte would probably rob my body of everything anyway. So.
Oh, absolutely. Roll to see what you get. Okay, so that zombie that was a little far away, that has the bolts in its chest, is going to approach forward, and he actually sees. I'm trying to think of your names. He sees BA, and so he's going to try to actually lunge at BA, leaving his companion to fight Knifey McStab in the back. So BA, what is your AC?
It's 13.
13. Nice. So as this other zombie gets close to you, seeing his fallen brethren, he walks up next to you and tries to sort of gnaw at you, like hold onto your shoulder and try to gnaw at your neck a little bit. But you kind of see him coming in, so you're able to put your arm up, shove him away, and just say, "Not today, zombie." You push him away, so he stumbles back. Doesn't quite get you on that one. The other zombie is currently engaged with Knifey and is kind of in a grappling stance with a huge hole in its head, but he still smells the taste of blood, and he's trying to attack you as well. So, Knifey, what is your AC?
16.
16?
Yep.
Okay. This is kind of funny. Let's see what happens here. Great. So as he... No, I love
Funny for who?
Funny for me. It's great. Well, because he rolled really high against you and no one else, which is really great. So as he's kind of engaging here, he feels really personally attacked by you stabbing him in the eye. So
Wow.
he lunges at your throat, but only kind of gets the shoulder. He does do 4 damage to you as he tries to bite out a piece of your flesh.
Ouch.
Sorry, buddy.
Ugh.
In dire straits here.
Yeah, I know. He's a lucky zombie. Okay, so the other zombie is going to kick free from that snare, and then he isn't going to do anything else though. He's just going to kick free, so he is no longer snared, but he's going to stay in his location. So he's going to stay back. He's still about 20 feet away from you guys.
You bought us some time there, John.
Yeah, no, it works. Next person is Rachel.
I'll go after the guy who's tangoing with Knifey with my battle axe.
I approve.
That a girl.
Get him.
That a girl. What you got? 10? 10 does not hit. So as you approach him with the battle axe, you try to swing, but the somehow versatile zombie ducks out of the way, able to dodge the blow from your axe. But you are close to him, so you can help your partner in battle. All right, so as that wraps up, this fog that has been lightened because of these candles actually doesn't set in any denser. So the fog kind of stays where it is, so you can continue seeing as you normally would. We're going to bring it at the top of the order, so Chris, you're going again.
Okay, so all right, so the one that was right in front of me is now beheaded and dead, right?
Courtesy of yours truly.
Yes, thank you very much. So is there any other zombie like within, like, can I reach out and touch any of the nearby zombies?
Yes, there's one right by me.
Yes, there should be one. Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to use inflict wounds. All right, and it says make a melee spell attack against the creature. So is that I roll a d20 and do my spell casting ability?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, 14.
14 around. Yes, that hits.
Okay. So they take 3d10 necrotic damage. So hang on.
Okay.
Let me find out my d10s.
You find all my d10s.
That's what I get. You eventually get so many dice, I guess, right? Like,
it's fun to roll them all at the same time. 18, hot diggity. Okay, so this zombie, what happens in your spell? Do you want to describe what happens?
She just kind of reaches out, invokes Nike, the goddess of war, and just is like, die.
Die. Gotcha.
do it.
As he reaches out and invokes the god, something divine comes over that zombie and he bursts into pain. The zombie crumbles to the floor, kind of motionless, as it also lays down. There's still a bolt in its shoulder as well, but it's also motionless. Nicely done.
Perfect.
That was Chris, right?
Right.
All right. Matt's next.
I like that spell.
Yeah, that's a great spell. 3d10 is pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Matt?
Yeah, so I'm looking at this. So I also have sneak attack, but I can't use that now, right? Because I'm not sneaking.
You're not quite sneaking with that zombie that's currently grappling you.
Right. But it says that I have something called cunning action, which means I can take an extra bonus action and I can use it to do something called hide. Would that enable me to do a sneak attack?
So since you're currently engaged with that creature, you can disengage with him as an action, and then your second action for your bonus could be to like hide like that for cunning action. So what you would try to do is essentially have the zombie lose sight of you so it can't see you. You can do that. If you wanted to do that right now, you wouldn't be able to attack that zombie, but then on your next turn you would be hidden and you could try to sneak attack them.
But if he did leave or de-aggro or whatever, he's going to get hit by that target, right?
So that's a good question. If you want to use your movement to just leave, then yeah, you're kind of like just running away from him. But another action you can take is a disengage action where you sort of protective yourself back away from that attack. So that will be your action. I mean, you can't attack that turn, but you can do that. You can then move and get away safely, and then you can also use your bonus action to do cunning.
I'm just wondering. I've done, I think, a fair bit of damage to this guy already. I'm just wondering if I can maybe finish him off, and then I can. You know what? I'm going to attack again with my rapier.
Totally fine.
So let's go again. Oh, or maybe I'm not. It's 10.
10 hits. So
thank God. Okay, and damage is 4.
Okay. Gotcha. As you look at the zombie in front of you with a hole in its eye, soul in its chest, you decide maybe we need to try something else here. So you grab your rapier, stab it directly through the zombie's neck as it's reeling back to bite you one last time. As you pull your rapier out of the zombie's neck, it does fall to the ground. So it is laying at your feet at this moment.
Yes. Nice.
Since you are currently not engaged with that zombie right now, if you want to move away, you can. You can also use your action to hide that cunning one if you want. There is still one zombie that was in that snare from earlier.
Matt, don't go too far away.
I'm gonna hide.
You're leaving Jet with just his guitar.
No, carry on.
It's okay. So there is a good amount of fog still around you, but you can see with the lights that Jet has cast, or Elvish has cast, I should say. But you kind of get maybe a little bit behind a zombie, so it can't really see you, and you are successfully hidden from that zombie. Next person that's going to go is Jet. And I believe you are also right next to the zombie.
Okay, so there's a zombie directly in front of me.
Yeah, it's close to you.
Darn. I wanted to try and heal Matt, but if there's something that's possibly going to hurt me, then maybe I should.
I mean, I think you can probably get away from that zombie and then try to still heal Matt if you want.
Okay, so
disengage?
No, I think you'll be okay, since I don't know if that zombie was specifically attacking anybody. Since he just actually freed himself from that snare, I think you're good to move around.
Okay, I would like to move to wait, hold on. How far? I have the spell Healing Word, and its range is 60 feet.
Yeah, the whole thing is 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see him. The fog isn't impeding you all that much, so you should be okay.
I would like to do that. So how do I do that thing?
Healing Word is what it is?
Yes.
Should be pretty basic roll just to heal him.
Basic.
So you're going to roll a 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier, which for you is wisdom? I don't remember.
I have the number 14 on my sheet. I don't know if that's too high or too low.
Then it's probably charisma. No, that should be fine. So that's your save. So I believe it's probably 6. So maybe it is charisma. But I would go ahead and roll a d4 and then add 6 to it, and that's how much I believe you're saying Matt will heal.
Okay. 2.
Okay, so then plus, so 8. So you'll heal 8 hit points.
My God, amazing.
You cannot go above your total max hit points. So if you do go above, you just sit at your max.
I'm back at max. So thank you, Elvish.
No problem.
Do you I don't know, do you want to sing a healing word or something?
Please sing something.
This is the theme of this campaign, is Jet sings.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Heal up, my good friend, with light from the gods. It touches your soul and all over your hot bod.
And it did. It did. He feels great.
There it is.
Wow.
I don't know what was better, the actual healing or the song.
Yes. The spiritual healing of the song really affected the whole group.
That's the one.
This is great. All right, wonderful. Nicely done. Our next person is actually going to be John. There's only one zombie left. He's a few feet away from the entire group. He was snared earlier.
So I'm gonna use my longbow.
Okay.
So now that's my attack bonus is +5. So that's a D20. No, sorry, that's a D20, and then it's +5.
Mm-hmm. To see if you hit the creature. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, so that's a 8, 9, 11, 13.
Yes, that is a hit.
Okay, and 1d8 +3 is 7, 10 for
Dang,
damage.
boy. Okay. So even through this foggy mist that's all in front of you, you're able to draw your longbow and shoot directly at this zombie that was stumbled back from that trap that you laid earlier. And it takes a shot right to the heart, or what was left of the heart of it. It does kind of step back a little bit, but it looks incredibly weakened, but it is still approaching you forward. So it is still there for you guys. Do you want to move or anything else?
No, I'll stay.
Cool. So that one zombie is very, very slowly going to be walking forward. It's carrying a small sword in its hand. Gets close to you guys too, but it's not going to be able to do anything. He's a little disheveled. So the last person to act is actually going to be Rachel.
Get him.
Okay, battle axe again.
Battle him.
Let's do it.
13.
Yes.
Nice.
Kill it.
That is 15 damage.
Holy moly. That's quite a lot. Okay, do you want to describe your killing blow to this last standing zombie?
I hid for no reason.
Hey, it would be if you would have missed.
True.
No, Charlotte just grabs her battle axe with both hands and she just bum rushes it and just slices right through it.
Screams as you cut him in half. All right,
Yep.
yeah. Battle axe goes right through the zombie's. Let's say it splits him through the middle this way. So
Nice. And then he just goes like this. It just falls apart.
Exactly, it just falls apart in a very comical fashion.
And then from the background, I yell,
To hell with you, zombie!
Perfect. That's exactly what happens. So the zombie falls, split into two. Then you can breathe a little bit of a sigh that this threat seems to be gone for right now. Yeah, good job, team.
Yes, we survived.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm surprised. You all rolled really well too. All right, cool. So those zombies have fallen. You guys catch your breath, look at each other, and feel a little surprised, like, wow, where did this come from? You guys lived. But you're kind of thinking back with what had happened before with all these dead trees and the decay. Zombies were decaying too. Something magical brings back zombies, so you're a little concerned. Yeah, any thoughts, questions, concerns right now that the group is thinking?
What do we do now? So these zombies are gone. Are there more? Or is this what's? I don't know. What do we do?
There might be more zombies underneath the other decaying trees.
Yeah, maybe we have to eliminate the rest of them.
Or maybe all of the decaying areas in town now have zombies in them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thought.
Yes.